Name to me rappers who are better than the ones I just said.
For me, if I'm going, Ice Cube is a motherfucking lyricist.
I can't stand Ice Cube.
That's crazy.
I'm not a fan of him lyrically or acting wise.
Really?
Yeah, but he turned in hella dramatic performances.
Has he?
Yeah, Boys in the
you're right. Yeah, but Boys
in the Hood.
You're right.
Higher Learning. Is it
Higher Learning? Yep. No, you're right.
Yeah. So I would damn sure take him off that list.
I'm very clear-minded. Which means I'll you up even more because I'm drunk. Well, hold up. Oh!
Aries Spears is out here wildin' again, talking about pulling up on Michael Jai White. Like, seriously? A trained martial artist, action star, and one of the most respected brothers in the fight game. And Aries thinks that's who he wants smoke with? Man, he must have lost the last piece of sense he had left.
Because apparently I'm the poster child for the world's biggest hater. If you look up the word hate, it's my picture.
It all kicked off when Aries started running his mouth on yet another rant. And this time his target was Ice Cube.
Michael Jai White, he has perfect technique.
Now I'm gonna throw 3 jabs. Don't let me hit him. Don't let me hit your hand. You ready? Yeah. That's 1, 2. Okay, now here's the 3rd one. Don't let me hit it. You ready? Yeah.
How the hell?
Yeah, Cube. He straight up called him overrated, dragged his acting, and questioned why people even see him as a legend. That alone had people raising eyebrows.
Hold up. Oh!
But then, boom, Michael Jai White jumped in and shut that talk down. He showed love to Cube, saying he paved his own way from music to movies and earned every bit of his status.
And I said, look, man, I'm not a fan of Ice Cube. Musically or theatrically. I'm not a fan.
But Aries didn't like being checked. Word got around that he started whispering slick talk, saying Michael should stay in his lane and that he's not afraid to pull up if it comes to that.
Cube is a motherfucking
I
lyricist.
can't stand Ice Cube.
That's crazy.
I'm not a fan of him lyrically or acting wise.
Really?
He's the same.
How much time we got left here? Because should I just tell him to leave now?
Let
or?
me tell you something. Tommy Chung, comedian.
That's
Tommy
egregious.
Chung.
I know Tommy Chung.
Tommy Chung did a great joke. He goes, here's Ice Cube as a gynecologist. Hey, Miss Jenkins, I looked at your chart. Now get up on that butt.
That's racist. I don't know how it's racist, but what you just did is racist.
That's
It's racist and it's some coke that I'm not gonna sit next to you.
Whatever that was racism.
He's a lawyer. I object, Your Honor. He wasn't even there.
Oh man.
As a surgeon, give me that scalpel so I cut into that spleen.
So you don't feel Ice Cube as a lyricist?
Not at all.
For real? You want to get bold with Spawn himself? The man is a legit black belt in multiple disciplines, trained by the best, and made that fight scene with Kimbo Slice look way too real. That's not the type of dude you poke at unless you're begging to get folded.
You don't think that...
One of the songs I hate the most, if it comes on, I want to shoot the radio. Today was a good day.
One of the biggest songs ever.
Ugh.
And let's not forget, this ain't the first time Aries got reckless. Remember when he got rocked during a radio interview? You'd think that would have taught him something, but here we go again.
When people say what's the best diss song, I go straight to No Vaseline from
That's
Ice
my
Cube.
camera right there, right?
Yeah. I go straight to No Vaseline, Ice Cube. The N-Words You Love to Hate. All with NWA. Ice Cube's America's Most Wanted album, one of the best hip-hop albums to me, bro.
Don't do it for me at all.
Really?
No.
You're probably more of a hater than anything. You know what I'm saying?
I get called that. But,
Yeah,
but why?
because
Now this mess ain't even about Ice Cube anymore. It's about Aries Spears trying to stay relevant. This is a loud cry for attention from a man who's getting drowned out by the culture. When the applause fades, some folks start throwing punches just to be seen.
I saw a comedian speaking kind of bad about you, man.
Who is this?
Aries Spears.
Oh, that dude?
Yeah. He said nothing
Is
that
he a comedian?
Yeah.
Because he ain't never made me laugh, so I don't know if he a comedian.
Did you hear what he said?
What'd he say?
He said it was nothing about you impresses him. From movies to rapping, nothing at all impresses him. And I'm like, wow, like what?
Suckers usually don't like me. You know what I'm saying? Like the people that you know, they usually don't like me when they coming from that angle. That's cool though. You know, everybody got their opinion, and they all stink. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, it's cool. You know, he entitled to his opinion. It's the feeling is mutual. You know, I don't think he on anybody's list of top 10 comedians, you know what I mean, in the black community for sure. I don't even know if he's on the register.
And before this whole thing blew up with Michael Jai White, Aries had already been throwing shade at Cube on Big Boy's Hangout. He claimed Cube is overrated, both in rap and acting, and said his flow doesn't hold up anymore. He even compared him to newer cats in his own era, saying Cube can't compete lyrically.
He feels that a lot of rapper actors have no range. He named 50 Cent, Ice Cube, Common, and DMX. And I mean, you can't really argue.
I'm sorry, but Ice Cube, I don't know if I'd put in that same category.
Well, because he can do comedy.
Oh yeah.
But I feel like these days, well, okay, he does comedy and he does action.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, he's a straight man. He's a great straight man. He's done some really. He's
that's actually a good point.
Very comedic.
I didn't think about that. Yeah, he's more known for his comedy roles.
Yeah.
Boys in the Hood was cool, but he's more known for Friday.
Yeah, but he turned in hella dramatic performances.
Has he?
Yeah, Boys in the
you're right. Yeah, but Boys in the Hood. You're right.
Higher Learning.
Is it Higher Learning? Yep. No, you're right.
Yeah. So I would damn sure take him off that list.
Okay, I agree.
Yeah.
Aries Spears really said Ice Cube's acting is basic. Like same role every movie kind of basic. He clowned Cube for having no range and went even further, saying he flat out can't stand him. Yeah, he didn't just critique his work. He said he doesn't like the man at all. That's personal. And it didn't stop there. Aries even came for No Vaseline, one of the coldest diss tracks ever made. He dismissed it like it was some throwaway track, which had real hip-hop heads scratching their heads. And when Big Boy called him out straight up, told him he was hating hard on the West Coast, Aries pulled the classic move. Who, me? I'm not a hater. Please. This is peak Aries Spears behavior. He stirs up chaos, throws shots, then plays confused when folks clap back.
Well, I think what Aries is really saying, though, and I think this does kind of pertain to Ice Cube as well, is that when he says range, it's an actor that you forget is the real person.
Yeah, you want to
anymore.
Forget that he's
that. You know, like a Daniel Day-Lewis will transform into a totally different human being. You forget that Lincoln is actually Daniel Day-Lewis. There's certain actors that, you know, like Leonardo DiCaprio.
Yeah.
Eating Gilbert Grape and so
you
forth.
happen to be mentioning
the all-time greats.
No. You happen to be mentioning actors who are very eclectic and very, you know, have unusual range. But I'm telling you, the majority of actors play themselves.
Is that you in your case?
No, definitely not me in my case.
No? You don't feel you play Michael Jai White in most movies?
I very, very rarely play Michael Jai White, I feel. Like myself.
Oh, what's the role?
The person that I am right now, you don't usually see in movies.
Okay, well, I don't know.
Yeah, well like what? More now, but I'm not.
Outlaw Johnny Black, my friend Michael. Pretty much.
I seem just like that character.
More or less.
Okay, that's
more or less.
Agree to disagree.
I don't feel it's a huge stretch. You're playing a tough guy in a Western movie.
Do I seem like a tough guy right now?
But this time, it wasn't just some rap debate. He said with his chest that he can't stand Cube. So how's that not hating? Seriously, and naturally, that kind of energy didn't sit right with a lot of folks. And Cube, he ain't stay silent. He kept it short but sharp during a radio interview, called Aries a sucker. No long explanation needed, just a cold response from a legend who doesn't entertain clown behavior.
Yo, what up, it's your boy Aries Spears here. Listen, I want to have a conversation with y'all about a word that I think is so overly used and abused. Hate/hater. Because apparently I'm the poster child for the world's biggest hater. If you look up the word hate, it's my picture. When did we get to a point where unless your opinion, and last time I checked as human beings, we're all allowed to opinions. At what point does it get to where unless your opinion is favorable about a person or a thing and goes with the flow of everyone else, you're a hater? I don't understand that. Am I not allowed to have an opinion and voice it if it's not in the direction of everybody else? Recently, I was on Vlad TV and I did an interview and we were talking about hip hop and rappers, and Ice Cube came up. And I said, look, man, I'm not a fan of Ice Cube, musically or theatrically. I'm not a fan. And somebody sent me a clip where Ice Cube responded. He was on a radio show and the dude played him the snippet. And the first thing Ice Cube says is, well, most suckers don't like me. Then he goes on to say, I never heard of this dude. Then he finishes by saying, well, he's just not funny. Well, you can't have it both ways. If you don't know who I am, how do you know if I'm funny or not? So you can't have it both ways. And for the record, I respect Ice Cube, the man. I respect Ice Cube in terms of what he's brought to the game. He's one of the pioneers. So hats off to him for that. I just said I wasn't a fan of his artistry. I never attacked him as a man. I never attacked him in terms of his character. I said I wasn't a fan of his artistry. Why am I not allowed to feel that way? Why is that? And then secondly, it's always funny. People call me a hater because they love to highlight when I say I don't like something as though I don't have love for anything. Listen, I'm a fan of basketball. Just not a big LeBron fan. I respect him, but I'm not a LeBron fan. But I love Jordan. I love Magic. I love Bird. I love D Wade. So how come that never gets highlighted? When it comes to rap music, yes, I'm not a fan of Ice Cube. I love Jay-Z. I love Nas. I love Jadakiss. I love Snoop. How come that don't get highlighted? When it comes to boxing, I'm a huge boxing fan. I'm not a Floyd Mayweather fan, but I love Mike Tyson. I worshiped Ali. I love Roy Jones, who I know, and Roy's a fan of mine. So again, because I might not like something or someone, why is it hate instead of an opinion, a subjective opinion? Is that how moist we've become as a generation? That we can't not like something? That's absolutely fucking ridiculous.
Let's not forget who we're talking about here. Ice Cube ain't just another rapper turned actor. He's a trailblazer, a real one who kicked down doors in Hollywood when it was all gatekeepers and closed rooms. He didn't just act in Boys in the Hood, he co-wrote it, and then came the Friday series Barbershop, Are We There Yet? All of it backed by his production hustle. And it's bigger than just him. Cube put other people on too. Chris Tucker, Mike Epps, Keke Palmer, Tracy Morgan. He made sure black talent got seen and got paid. He turned hip hop into a Hollywood launchpad, and that's something the industry used to laugh at.
Extortion case. This is a shakedown. And I didn't need my lawyer to tell me this, to say this, but I'm going to echo her words. We won't be shaken down. And believe me, it's bothering me not to talk about the skit. Because Annie and I have been talking about it, and there's some very valid things I feel like I have to say or want to say, but just can't at this time. I'm not deleting any of my old posts, and I would love to address it head on. Tony Montana, Scarface, balcony scene, shooting 1,000 Colombians. But I can't. I just can't, and it's paining me to do so because I'm a fighter. I'm not a runner. And my character's being assassinated.
See, this wasn't just Aries throwing shade at Ice Cube. It felt like he was throwing dirt on the whole blueprint. Cube didn't just make movies. He built a lane for artists like him to level up. So when Aries started popping off, it came across like a shot at that entire legacy, and that's exactly when Michael Jai White stepped in. Now, if you know anything about Michael Jai, you already know he don't jump into internet mess. He moves with discipline. But this time, he had to say something. On Vlad TV, he stood 10 toes down for Ice Cube and reminded everybody, Cube ain't just another rapper turned actor. He's one of the few who carved out his own empire without selling out. Michael even pointed out that Cube can play different roles. He just stays true to his brand. And if anyone can speak on that grind, it's Michael Jai White. The man's a legit martial artist, a seasoned actor, and someone who's worked with a bunch of rappers making that same transition into film. He knows firsthand how hard it is to earn that respect on both sides. But did Aries fall back? Nope. Instead, he doubled down, started running his mouth like he was ready to pull up on Michael. Like, really? You gonna talk crazy to a dude who's trained to break bones and doesn't even need stunt doubles? Michael didn't entertain the drama though. He stayed cool and just said, if you got a problem, you know where to find me. Calm, confident, no hype needed. And that's when Aries hit reverse real quick. He started walking it back, trying to say he wasn't coming for Cube personally, just that he's not a fan. Let's not twist it. Aries didn't just say he didn't like Cube's music or acting. He literally said, I can't stand him. That's way deeper than just personal taste. It's straight up animosity. And when Michael Jai White came to Cube's defense, it hit different, especially when you remember Aries Spears' own shady past. See, a lot of folks skip over this part, but it matters. Aries isn't just some loudmouth comic who stirs up drama for clicks. His name is attached to serious allegations that go way beyond trolling or trash talk. Back in 2022, he and Tiffany Haddish got hit with a lawsuit over a deeply disturbing skit involving a young brother and sister. The skit, titled Through a PDF File's Eyes. Yeah, even the title tells you how twisted it was. According to the lawsuit, those two kids were pressured into doing suggestive and inappropriate scenes on camera, all under the excuse of comedy. The clip got yanked from Funny or Die, and the company straight up disowned it, calling it disgusting and saying they had zero involvement in making it. Both Aries and Tiffany denied the allegations, and their reps tried to spin it like it was all just a cash grab. Tiffany later apologized and said she regretted being part of it. But Aries? Nah, he never apologized, not even once. Instead, he doubled down and tried to defend that skit like it was some misunderstood masterpiece. But here's the truth. If you've seen that clip, you already know there was nothing funny about it. No satire, no clever twist, just disturbing content that should have never involved kids in the first place. Intent doesn't wash it clean. Even if the family was chasing a settlement, it doesn't erase what went down on screen. So when Aries tries to come for someone like Ice Cube, who spent decades building culture, opportunities, and respect, it's wild. Especially coming from a man whose own career has been marked by controversy he still refuses to take accountability for. So let's look at the bigger picture. You got Aries Spears on one side, surrounded by shady allegations and messy behavior, and then you got Michael Jai White, a man known for keeping it clean, disciplined, and solid in an industry full of chaos. And that contrast, it says everything. Michael Jai has been in the game for decades. No scandals, no skeletons, no drama. That's damn near unheard of in Hollywood, especially for a black man who's been front and center in action films, TV, and the fight world. And maybe that's why he gets overlooked so much. He ain't playing by Hollywood's messy rules. He's not caught up in clickbait or feeding into the machine. Same goes for Ice Cube. Cube has been in the spotlight since the late 80s, and not once has his name been tied to anything like what Aries and Tiffany Haddish were involved in. No Me Too drama, no secret lawsuits, no shady co-star stories, nothing. Just consistent work and a rock-solid rep. And let's talk about his personal life for a second. Cube's been married to his wife Kimberly since 1992. That's 33 years deep. No scandals, no mess, just loyalty and low-key love. In an industry where relationships crash every other month, that's rare. So when Aries Spears comes out disrespecting Cube, it doesn't just feel off, it feels clownish. You got a dude who spent 3 decades building something real. Music, movies, family, getting shaded by someone who still hasn't owned up to the worst moment in his own career. It's wild. And the irony? Aries is out here throwing rocks at a man who's got nothing for him to throw back at. At the end of the day, Aries Spears is known more for burning bridges than building anything meaningful. Let's be real. What has he actually contributed to the culture besides drama and controversy? While Ice Cube was out here shifting hip-hop, making classic films, and opening doors for the next generation, Aries was stuck doing impressions and starting beefs. Yeah, he's talented with voices, but he ain't no cultural force. He hasn't created anything that shifted the game, changed minds, or built opportunities for others. No activism, no legacy moves, no impact. So why does he think he's got the platform to come at someone like Cube? And here's where it gets even wilder. Aries ain't backing down. Nope. Word just dropped that he's planning to drop a whole comedy special targeting Ice Cube, Michael Jai White, and anyone else who dared to call him out. This man is doubling down and turning his meltdown into a punchline. But here's the real question. Can Aries even survive this career-wise? Because it's one thing to say you're not a fan of someone's music, but when you start mocking a legend and threatening a trained fighter like Michael Jai White over it, that's not comedy, that's career sabotage. It's looking like Aries is going out swinging, but not in a good way. More like crashing and burning in real time. And in this era, when the culture turns on you, the algorithm will erase you like you never existed. Let us know what you think. Has Aries Spears finally gone too far? Drop your thoughts in the comments, smash that like button, share this with your crew, and don't forget to subscribe for more. Catch you in the next one.